Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. It's the Cooking with Jack show. If you've never seen the show, we do simple recipes. I'm just a regular dude cooking food. That's about it. Don't claim to be a chef. I don't claim to know what I'm doing. I may even burn everything and destroy the food. You never know. That's the funnest part. Funnest? That's the most fun you have while watching the show. Anyway, let me really quick thank the sponsors of today's episode is .store. That's right. It's the extension .store. It's really important that when you get a web address, that if you're a store, that .store is a part of your web address because that tells folks who you are. That will lift your sales. I use .store on my web addresses. I'll have it down below. It's on the screen right now. And using .store has been amazing. I used to have .net, nothing. But putting .store at the end of my web address, great stuff. So like if you're into real estate, you want .real estate, right? That makes sense. So if you're selling products or merchandise or whatever, you're a YouTuber like me, you want .store. Or you're in any business selling stuff, products, Herbalife or whatever you're selling, then you want .store on your web address. All right? So thank you guys for sponsoring the show. Coming close, let's start doing bourbon chicken, part 2. Look at this. If I came into the kitchen and this was all sitting out, I'd be like, what's this mess? This is probably going to be really delicious. Why? Because it'll have the flavor of this Four Roses bourbon, and it will have this brown sugar in it. So this is not a keto recipe, but it should be a delicious recipe. So let's run down the ingredients. I got canola oil. I got Four Roses bourbon. I got cornstarch. I got onion powder, apple juice, scallions, apple cider vinegar, 2 cloves down there, chicken broth, brown sugar, red pepper flakes, the star of the show right here. Well, really the bourbon star of the show. But here's the chicken. Then you ketchup, pepper, salt, ground ginger. Did I forget anything? Oh yeah, soy sauce. And I think that's all of it. Wow, this is gonna be fun. All right, do you guys remember when we were kids? Well, some of you weren't born then, but there was a thing called shake and bake. It's where you would put the seasoning in the bag, put the chicken in there and shake it, and then you would bake the chicken and you'd eat it, right? We're going to do that with the chicken right now. Take all the chicken cubes, you've cut all your chicken into cubes, put it in this bag right here. Make sure your hands are clean. Make sure after you're done touching this raw chicken, you wash your hands again. Okay, take a few tablespoons, I did 3, of cornstarch. Pour it in here. Take some salt. Do some pepper. I like extra pepper in mine. Go ahead and seal your bag, but don't press all the air out. This is what's going to help you shake it around. Okay, ready? Now the instructions tell you to toss it around, but I'd rather do the shake and bake method because that's how I was raised. Okay, then you can pour it back into the bowl if you want because we're going to cook it next. Just dump it back in the bowl. All right, first thing we're going to do is start with a little bit of oil in the pan. A little bit more. There we go. Going to heat that up. Get your flame on. Make sure you got a flame. Yep. That do is check your flame, put it down to medium, and let that oil heat up. Basically, we're gonna cook all our chicken first, okay? All right, on the Cooking with Jack show, we got a little trick. How do we do it? Make sure we know the oil's ready. Put in one piece of meat. When that starts sizzling, we're good to go. Well, there you go. The meat's sizzling right there. That's your proof we're ready. So put in about half the chicken. If you can put in more, go ahead. Not too much. Keep them separate so they can cook equally. As you can see, we did all the chicken. That's all cooked up. Now it's time to put in the garlic. Now you're going to place the garlic in until you smell it. Not a lot of garlic, but I promise you, stir it around, lower your flame a little bit if it's too high. And I promise you, you'll smell that garlic. Alright, I'm smelling it already. Then you're going to put everything else in. First, we're going to put our water in. Then we're going to put our apple juice in. There's the bourbon right there. That's where the alcohol is going to cook off right in this step. Then we're going to place the chicken broth in. Then we're going to place the soy sauce in. Then we're going to place the ketchup in. Then the packed brown sugar. Apple cider vinegar. Ginger, onion powder, red pepper flakes. Here comes my favorite part. Mix it all in together till it's all dissolved. Now we got everything in there. We're going to wait till that comes to a boil. Then we're going to put our chicken back in. Okay? It's almost to a boil, but we're not going to go there just yet. As you can see, it's almost at a simmer. It should go right into a boil any minute. I think that's close enough for me. We're going to add the chicken back in. So go ahead and add your chicken back in here. Okay, we got all the chicken back in now. Just gonna cook this for about 10 to 15 minutes in this juice. I would say that chicken's about 90% done. It's not fully cooked, I haven't taken the temp, but I'm gonna cook it till it's done. Should be about 10-15 minutes. And all that bourbon sweetness and all those other seasonings will totally integrate into that chicken. If you guys could smell what I'm smelling right now, this is halfway done. Got a little bit more to evaporate, and this is going to be amazing. This is piping hot. This smells amazing. You have no idea what I can smell right now. I wish you could smell it with me. We're going to just put some scallions on here, or what some people like to call green onions. There we go. Okay, guys. All done. It's almost a lazy man video, almost, but I wouldn't call it one. I would call that definitely bourbon chicken the second way. I just want to thank Dot Store for being a sponsor of this video. If you haven't checked them out, see how they work, go to my Amazon Jack.store or cookingwithjack.store. It's the best if you're a store to have Dot Store. So thanks again. All right, we're going to chow down on this and see how it came out. I've never in my life tasted bourbon chicken, ever. Okay, Now, some of you are going to probably go back to a video in 2009 when I made bourbon chicken, and I completely forgot about it. As far as I can remember, I've never had bourbon chicken, but you can search my channel. All right, let's try this out. Let it drip, 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 drip. Smells delicious. Wow. If I ate like Spanish rice underneath this, would be amazing. If I ate rice, I would put a layer of Spanish rice underneath it. Go pick some up at the store if you have to, and just dump it on the plate and pour this right on top of it. This is, wow, my mouth's watering just from what I just tasted. This is really strong. This is really flavorful. This is really warm. It's very delicious. Have fun with this recipe. Let me know if you made some changes, and we'll talk to you on the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.